Right, today we are here at Kungalv, so right outside of Gothenburg. I've been here, I passed here many times, but I never really stopped here. So this is Gokart Centralen, and it's a go-kart place, but it's not a typical go-kart place because this one is only electric go-karts. Yes, so with me I have Martin. You're the owner here, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, awesome. And okay, by the way, they also have a Tesla destination charger here. 3 of them. 2 Tesla only and 1 regular.
Yes.
11 kilowatt each, right?
Yes.
And of course, to make things even more sustainable, on the roof we have solar panels. How many kilowatt?
62 kilowatts.
62! So I think right now we are getting about 40 kilowatt in, and even if we charge all 3 cars, we still have enough to charge the go-karts, I guess. Yeah. Awesome. But okay, let's check out inside then.
Yes, perfect.
So here we are inside the, what is this, a track or this is, what is this, the pit lane or?
Yes, this is the pit lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So behind me here we see all these carts, these go-karts. And then some of them are charging, or how does it work?
Yeah, we have 20 carts with the standard carts, so we can drive 10 at a time, so we need to charge the other 10. So when 10 is out to drive, the other ones are charging.
So that's pretty cool. So you have the cables from above, right? And then so, does it mean that, well, like you mentioned, when some people are driving, one set is driving, the other set is charging?
Yes.
Okay. And so what? How powerful is the charger here and all that?
It's 100 amps.
100 amp. Yeah. Well, so that depends on the. So it's about, what is it, 50 volt of charge, 48 volt battery.
Yeah, 48 volt battery.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that means you're charging at around 5 kilowatt.
Yeah,
roughly.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, it's not too bad, but. So how often do you have to charge? How far can you drive with these?
We can drive. We usually drive 8 minutes, then charge them for 8 minutes.
Okay.
Then it's fully charged, but we can drive for 30 minutes. Then we need to charge them for about 30 minutes.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, but you don't drive them all the way to 0 every time.
No.
Okay. So this is the workshop. See, we have a go-kart here in for service. So sorry, there's still some driving around on the outside there, but. So I want to check it out. So this is the battery, right?
Yes, this is the battery, lithium batteries.
Why did you choose the lithium and not the lead acid batteries?
These are much more lightweight
yeah.
and better performance for sure.
Okay, yeah. So one on each side, mounted low. So let me see, how much was it? It was 60 amp hour, was it?
Yeah, and it's 60 amp hours. And we got 16 cells, so it's a 48 volts system.
So it's about how many kilowatt hours is this? 3?
Yeah, about 3
kilowatt hours.
Yeah.
So that's plenty, I guess, for this small cart.
Yeah.
And that's the motor. Right?
Yeah, this is the engine. It's a EPM engine.
So is that what kind? Is that a permanent magnet?
Yeah.
Or DC or is it
AC engine?
AC.
Yeah, AC engine.
So you must have an inverter somewhere.
Yeah, I have it. We have it in here. So here is the controller for the system.
Oh, by the way, does it have any active cooling or?
No, it's just how it is. No extra cooling.
Okay, but do you have any problem with overheating? Or?
Not especially.
Okay, right. So you have that one. So the engine used to be back here, right? I mean the fossil engine.
Yeah, it's usually here.
Wow.
Is the fossil engine with the exhaust pipe here maybe. It depends which one it is. So.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of exhaust pipe, so now I have a scar. I have to take off my jacket for a bit here. I'll show you. So there's supposed to be a scar there. Yeah. And that came from a go-kart in Thailand. So a couple of years ago, I drove a fossil go-kart in Thailand, and it was hot in Thailand. So you're supposed to wear this protection suit, but I think I opened the sleeve a little bit, and then I think the exhaust pipe was around here, and it's several hundred degrees maybe. Or how hot can it be? Do you know?
No, but it's very hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I touched it, and it burned, and I have a scar from it. But in this case, it's not. I mean, it's not any hot surfaces.
No.
Completely safe then.
Yeah.
That's good shit. And so that motor, it's it was active. No, is it passively cooled, or how is it? Liquid cooled, or?
This is the air cooled actually. So it's a very special AC engine because it got air in here and out here, so it cools itself when it's drive.
Oh, so okay, nice. And I see that you also have looks like a reduction gear or something.
Yeah, here's the belt. So we have 19 belt.
19. The number of.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever you call it, and it's got 64 here.
Okay, so let me see. So that's about three something gear ratio then.
Yeah.
So it means that you get less RPM but more torque.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, how much power can you get from that one?
We have in our system we have up to 18 kilowatts, but but it's a lot. But
Yeah.
they say they can have 43 kilowatts.
43. Wait, kilowatt or horsepower?
Kilowatts.
Kilowatt? Huh? In that little thing here?
Exactly.
It's just. I mean, it's like a. I would say it's not even a melon. It's half a melon size. And so, how much is it? Let's say if it's a fossil in comparison. So you're taking out the 15 horsepower of some 10 kilowatts.
Yeah.
How about the fossil version? How much do they have?
They usually have about 6 kilowatts, so it's 9 horsepowers.
That's it?
Yeah.
9?
Yeah.
Wait, so what about the more powerful one? There must be something more.
Yeah, they got a little bit more powerful. It's about 13 horsepowers.
Horsepower.
Yeah.
So that's 10 kilowatt roughly.
Yeah, more or less.
So it means that this one is more powerful than the gasoline version.
Yeah, it is.
But it's also slightly heavier, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit heavier. I think it's about 30 kilos maybe, heavier, 20, 30 kilos maybe.
Okay, 20, 30 kilos.
Yeah.
So, but what is the total weight of this whole cart?
It's almost 200 kilos.
Okay, wait, and is that to be the driver also?
No, it's not without the driver.
So with me, 75 kilos, so that's 270, 80 kilos. So it means that the total weight, okay, is 200. And then if I drove the gasoline, it would be 240.
Yeah, more, I think so.
So in percentage, it's not that big of a deal then.
No.
But what about, okay, I always try to compare gasoline versus, or the fossil rather, yeah. So I want to also know what kind of benefits, other benefits. What about maintenance?
I've been having gasolines for many years before, and I think it's less maintenance for these electric ones. Okay. For sure. But when something is wrong, it's a little bit harder to find the problem maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot of some cables and stuff, but otherwise it's much better. Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned that you've been using. I mean, you had you've been working with fossil.
Yeah.
Before. Well, how many years was that?
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah.
And then how long did you do the electric?
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, 18 years experience with go-kart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. More. Yeah.
So what breaks down on the fossils then? Versus?
It's a lot of, especially the clutch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of problems. You need to change the oil and need to change the discs on the clutch.
So you have clutch. Do you also have gearbox? Or?
Yeah, it's not a gearbox. It's I don't know what's it called in English, but so the karts needs to be still.
Okay.
And when you press the accelerator, its clutch goes up and you can drive. Yeah. Okay. So that's a little bit problem. Otherwise, it's the pistols and stuff. But here, it's not so much problem. The engine goes and goes and goes. It's the batteries we need to change maybe every 3-4 hour year.
For 3-4 years?
Yeah.
Wow. So they last that long?
Yeah, and then we sell them to boats or a solar panel system. the small ones.
Okay, so actually you don't throw them away. No, you sell them. Let's say, I mean, what is the price? I mean, how does it? I shouldn't ask you. What price do you get for them?
It depends how long I've been driving and how many I have. Because my big goal is to don't throw them away, just to sell them for some money and they can still be used. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, very good point. It still has a life after the go-kart action.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So for us, it takes a little bit more time to charge them when they are older. So that's why it works perfect for solar panels and stuff.
Okay. All right, I have the full protective clothing now. So I'm also trying to record audio and have a GoPro there. So this is the first time I drive an electric go-kart. And you see a nice unique feature with electric go-kart is that you can actually go backwards. Yes, I've been stuck with the fossils before and then I had to wait for the crew to push me back, but here you can go backwards. And this is it, start, back, and then there's supposed to be some region also. I'll figure out about that one. So I just press start, hold it down, or how?
Just press it.
Oh, okay, and then we just, off we go. Okay, so now I'll just take it easy. Down with the visors. First time I drive. Okay, I have to use brakes, yes. So it's been tuned to have... this is kind of... this is fun, man! So it's been tuned to have some region. They say 2 kilowatt region. They can tune it to have more, but you know they want it to feel like a fossil. So yes, I'm going to take it easy. This is the first time. I don't know the track. I don't know the car. So I can do a little spin there. Oh, nice. Well, this is fun, man. Wow, this is so much fun. Woo-hoo. I can do this all day. No emissions. Wow, this is fun. I have to say, this is fun stuff. Okay. Oh, slow there. Okay. So it's okay. I mean, it can take a little bit of crash because it has a crash protector thing here, you know. But of course, if you just slam on right into the wall, then you'll be hurt. Yeah. Wow. Oh, this is so fun. Oh. Wow, so that was only 8 minutes, quite intensive. I feel I need a break now. So anyway, so the cart is charging now. Let's see, this is cool. Let's say, thank you. You just saved 1,360 grams of CO2. Yes, and it's charging, and you can see. Okay, it's not too complicated BMS. So it doesn't give you any stable charge numbers, but I can give you some. Oh, there. So you see that it's charging at 53 volts and 9 amps. So that's 5.3 kilowatt roughly. Okay, cool. So how long does it need to charge here?
It's about 8 minutes.
That's it? Yeah. And then it's good to go again?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, nice. So this is the cart I used, and it's been charging now. Well, been charging for about 8 minutes or whatever. So it's good to go again. And we can see here that there's some wireless communication there, and then up here behind the speaker, there is a sender and receiver, stuff, and we can just set. you can change the setting. Max speed 4. Speed 4 now. Okay, so that's, wow, that was it, instant. So now we have more power. Let's go for another run then. All right, round 2 with more power. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, let's get a good feel of it. These corners are a bit slow, so I have to take it easy for now. So, suppose that, okay, it's not ludicrously fast, but see, so we're supposed to have 20% more power now than before. Whoa! You know, I think the problem is that I don't feel that much because it's so quiet. Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Yes. Little power slide there. Wow! It is faster. It is definitely faster. Whoa! Okay. Let's have some fun. I don't know what my time is. It's probably a pretty shitty time, but we are here to have fun. Yes. Eventually, if I get more skills, I can try to get a good lap time, but I'm probably far away from the lap time. Yeah. But that's pretty cool that you can just change the power characteristics like that. Just with a click from the computer, and then instantly we have more power. And you know, it's not that easy to to just change power like that if in a fossil cart, because then you have to change the timing with the engine and stuff, and you know, that could suddenly cause the fuel to burn in a less optimal way. But here with electric motor, it's so much better. So you know, it's easier to restrict the power for kids, you know, and as they progress, then you can unlock more. Yes, with great power comes great responsibility to drive fast and hammer it. Whoa, lock the rear wheels there. Yes. Okay, let's do a little power slide here. Okay, see. Oh, and you know, we're only taking, we're only utilizing 1/3 of that total peak or the potential. So, if we had the right battery, and yeah, I'm not sure how much you can pull out of this, but with the right battery, you could probably have a kick-ass electric go-kart that just beats the fossil. You know what would be fun? It would be fun to have a fossil kart and then race electric versus fossil on the same track. Yeah, of course, with 2 skilled drivers. See which one is the fastest. Which one wins in emissions. This one, of course. The tires. So much fun. Oh. Yeah, I wish actually, for me, I would actually like to have more regen if it's possible. But on the other hand, if you allow the system to regen more, then that means you will put more heat into the battery and motor. So I guess these cars, they are efficient enough. We could do the math and figure out how much energy we burn by driving around here. And we should actually try to compare it with a fossil go-kart. Like in a full tank, how far can you drive, and how many miles per gallon, or how much does that equivalent to versus electric? And I bet electric should be far more efficient, especially because you can regen, and the electric motor is already very efficient compared to fossils, you know, and there's not much heat. Let me feel here. And I don't feel much heat here, and in a fossil go-kart you will have so much excessive heat. That heat is energy lost. Yeah. Oh, this is so much fun. Whoa! Careful! Don't brake too hard. Lock the wheels, the back wheels. Like that. Let me see if let me try to see if it's the. Okay, you know, they haven't tuned the torque to be instant. Yes. So if I hammer it, you can hear that little click sound. Then the power comes gradually. It sounds to me like they have tuned the go-kart to be to mimic the behavior of I'm getting tired of a fossil, but I mean it should have the potential to be really snappy and instant, and of course faster, because I can imagine that artificial delay that they have. It could mean half a second here, half a second there, if you really want to get good lap times. But it could also be that they're trying to save tires. Because if you unleash the full power, the 100 and how much was it again? 145 Newton meter torque, that could shred some tires. Okay, are we done yet? Oh, I feel like I need a break. Oh, I'm a wuss. Yes. Oh. Oh, man, what do you guys think? Do you feel like you want to do this? Does it sound fun? Oh. You want to come to Kungsbacka? I mean, sorry, Kungalv. I always mix up Kungalv and Kungsbacka. Kungalv is north of Gothenburg. Kungsbacka is south of Gothenburg. That's where Chop Chop is. At Kungsbacka. Okay. Wow. So I mean, think about it. The battery is only 3 kilowatt hours, and you can drive it for, he said, at least half an hour before he has to charge it. So it means that in half an hour, how far do you actually drive? I don't know the average speed here. We can work out the average speed. But it sounds like it's really efficient. I mean, you spend 1.5 kilowatt hours only. Dirt cheap to run this thing. Oh. And you just have to figure out how much energy do we spend on a fossil. And I feel like the car is slower now. Maybe they purposely slowed it down for me. Yes. I feel like it's slower. It's probably the cool down lap. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into the pit lane. Charge it, even though we don't need to, but it's just the standard procedure. I need a break anyway. Whew.
You need a break?
Okay, I'm done for today, but I want to talk a little bit efficiency. So I got the result. Okay, some of the numbers here are not correct. The average speed is not 24 kilometers per hour. It counts only the inside, but we also did the outside loop. So the track was in fact around 600 meters. And okay, I didn't drive too fast. So I worked out that a skilled driver should be able to average 50 kilometers per hour, roughly. And you know, Martin told me that if you drive for half an hour, most of the time they drive for they drive for 8 minutes and then they charge it. But you could drive for half an hour before you charge it. But then the batteries are almost depleted. And that means if we assume 3 kilowatt hours, I'm not sure if it's 2.5 is fair, but let's say 3 kilowatt hours then. Let's count in some charging loss, you know, 3 kilowatt hours. And in half an hour, if you average 50 kilometers per hour, it means that you can drive 25 kilometers in one single charge. The range is 25 kilometers, and that means that the consumption is 120 watt hour per kilometer. And that's the same consumption as an Ioniq or a Model 3 uses at 90 kilometers per hour. That's a big car, you know. But on the other hand, the Ioniq or the Model 3 would be driving at constant speed, whereas here we brake hard, we accelerate hard, you know. I think that's pretty good. And just to put things in perspective, the fossil variant, the fossil the golf cart, the fossil go-kart has 9-liter tank, and Martin told me that it should be able to drive about 2 hours. So that means, again, if you average 50 kilometers per hour, it means 100 kilometers. So the fossil has 100 kilometers range, but this one has only 25 kilometers. But that means that the fossil spends 9 liters per 100 kilometers. 9 liters! That's the same consumption as a big-ass SUV or something, you know. In comparison, a fossil Ioniq, I'm not sure how efficient the fossil Ioniq is, but fossil Ioniq should probably consume only 4, maybe 3 to 4. I'm not sure. Okay, we shouldn't count in the electric drive. Let's say if the fossil Ioniq was out of battery, you know, it's a hybrid, it will probably spend only 4, let's say 4, yeah, not 9 or 8 or something. So it just proves that the fossil go-kart is really inefficient. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of heat generated here. So it's awesome, and I like it that Martin, he spent the time, I mean, he spent the money and the time to develop something fully electric, very sustainable with the roof also, and also the destination charge is very convenient. People with EV, they can come here, charge up, have some fun, and then all right, that was pretty fun. I don't know what you guys think, but wow, I had so much fun today. Yeah, so thank you for inviting me over.
Thank you very much, Bjørn.
Yeah, thank you so much, Martin.
Yeah, see you again.
Yeah, yes, next time maybe. Yeah, maybe next time I should bring my friend.
Yeah.
And I should race against my friend Pavel. Yeah. Well, all right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.